Well, hello, I'm back again. I've just had a meeting with Mark over at A&D's in Denby. It was very pleasant. A couple of panads, and very nice it was too. Some cracking pieces of kit in there from Royal Enfield, I've got to say. I'm rather impressed at the 2024 models that they'd already got in. I didn't see the new Himalayan, which was a shame because I would have liked to have done. Right. Yes, that would have been really good. We would have enjoyed that. First of all, I'd like to think that the new Bullet 350, I was somewhat sceptical when I saw them saying they were going to be coming out. Well, it's time for me to eat my words. The build quality does look superb. I don't think I could get rid of the trials because the torque on this is quite addictive, and I don't mind its lack of a balance shaft, should we say. I don't find the vibes too off-putting at all. But build quality out the showroom, absolutely no match for the older products. The Meteor 650 Cruiser, the paint was again very, very lustrous, very good, and I felt it's not just a step up from the old Royal Enfields, it's a good couple of steps up. I didn't go out to ride anything because, quite frankly, it's only just above freezing and the roads are rubbish, and so I didn't really want to actually go on a bike. But I would say they do seem to be getting better and better. I would like to have seen the Himalayan 450, because that is a step up in price above the original, you know, the Himalayan 411. It's quite a big step up in price, and I wanted to see really how that compared, because the because the 411 is very much a defender type of vehicle, very, very utilitarian, and it would be interesting to see how it compares. to the joys of the new machine. But sadly I couldn't. Never mind. But with the price increase, I'd like to think that would be reflected in the presentation of the bike, if nothing else. So I'm about to go back over the Denbigh Moors again. We just left Denbigh, we're heading that way. And when I was coming over earlier, it was lovely. I think the best description was ice in places, generally not very bad though. However, the ice was generally on this side, so I'm a little bit concerned, but I'm hoping we'll see that the sun's managed to get to it by now. When I put the camera on earlier, for some reason it turned itself straight off. At that point I was overtaken by a helicopter. I was absolutely gutted. It made a brilliant shot. It was so cinematic. Well, it would have been, but it wasn't, so there we go. Now, something I've been meaning to mention for, only ages and ages and ages, but never get around to it. Do any of you watch car ads on television? You don't get bike ads on telly much, do you? But if you see car ads on television, do you play the same game as me? Do you look at the number plates? If you don't, this is going to really irritate you. But look at the number plates. What you should see is the number plates they use are symmetrical, so they can show the vehicle. And it does, not every firm does it, but a lot of firms do. Whenever an advert, they create an advert, it can be shown as driving on the left as per the UK, or they can do it on the right as per the rest of Europe. Oh, joy. So have a look. So next time you see something like MXM808 or something similar to that, you know why. It's a nonsensical thing designed so you can... Ow! That was noisy. So you can...
Intercom failed. Try again later.
Thank you. I didn't mean to press that button. Yeah, so it's a totally different thing for you to look at when you're looking at these adverts. Don't thank me. There's no need to. Right, I've now got my tinted visor down. Which means I can't see anything with the sun visor down. But hey ho. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, that's something always worth looking at in a TV car ad. And now you've seen it, you won't be able to unsee it. Ha ha! My work here is done, thank you very much. Oh, that's good. He's going right. That's handy. look, there's some motorbikes. Right, so I've been on the bike for a while. Stopped for refreshments and a natter, and now of course I'm back out on the bike heading back home. So it's not much above freezing. And when I originally tested these Richa Torch gloves, sorry, I was saying I didn't think they were a true 4-season glove. This has been a really good test of them. I'm not running heater grips. I'm not running handlebar muffs or anything of the sort. It's just basically, it is what it is. It's a pair of gloves in the middle of winter, and it's not very warm. So my journey over here took about an hour and 20 minutes, and I'm expecting it to take around 20 hour and a half, something like that, on the way back. And I would say that my fingers weren't the best. They weren't comfortable. They were a bit uncomfortable, yeah, I'll happily admit that. But I wasn't numb or in pain or anything like that. They just weren't. It was cold. I think just a bit cold hands. That's where we're heading, over there. And so I'm going to say, for winter conditions without even having any heated grips on, these are pretty good. Oh look, there's quite a lot of ice still looking around. I can feel the front not being happy. You can just feel it not really having great amount of grip on the front. So I'm trying not to put too much into the front coming into and out corners. Ooh dear. It's areas like that that you don't like. We're just coming round here. Won't be long before we see the Sportsman, the highest pub in Wales. I don't suppose you can see it at the moment. Yuck. Still that horrible amount of ice knocking around. That's it, that's the Sportsman, the highest pub in Wales. This is not good because that does look slippery. It's not great when you've got a car right behind you. It's when you find those little tiny dips that have been sheltered all day that you know that could spell trouble.